Okay, this video is explaining how a water separator works. These are on the 750 sit-down jet skis. Some of the other skis, it's a little bit different. Sometimes this is used in line before the carburetor, between the selector and the carburetor, as like a filter. But on the 750 sit-down, as far as I know, this is on the vent. So this fitting here on your tank sticks up. These are all labeled, by the way. This telling you on, so that goes to the carburetor. This is reserve, so this is the longer pickup. This has an arrow coming in, so this would be the return line from the carburetor. So there's fuel coming back in here. So that leaves this one as a vent. There's a one-way check valve. There's an arrow, so you should be able to blow in. You take this off and blow in, and it should let air. And if you try and blow the other way, it should stop air from escaping, because you don't want to vent gas fumes into your ski. Now, a lot of times they try and route it so that it's on the 750s. It's routed so it's up by the steering. There's going to be a little, the hose going to pop up there. So you're trying to, if this does fail, you want it to vent outside of the engine bay, because they don't have, jet skis don't have blowers for the most part, so you don't want to be venting gas into the hole. It's always a good idea, before you start your ski for the day, take the seat off, look for any gas leaks, and smell. See if there's a strong smell of gas, then you want to figure that out before you go to start up your ski. Because you go to start up your ski, and let's say you have a crack in your spark plug wire, one little spark in those gas fumes, you can blow up your ski, which is not a good day. So anyways, this is the vent. So this vent goes to the water separator. So somewhere on your ski, there's going to be a bracket. So this unthreads. There's an O-ring here. Might be a good idea while you got it off to replace that O-ring. You could go to a parts store like Napa, get a O-ring to replace it. Maybe a little bit of grease on there. I'm not sure what kind of grease would not deteriorate the rubber seal, but at least a fresh seal. This just threads on to the bottom here, and there's arrows for everything. So this is going to be this hose here is going to be the source of where the air comes into this water separator. So the idea is the water falls to the bottom, and then so you're not pulling water in to the gas tank. And so as it comes in, all it is there's just a fitting, and there's a little hole. There's no diaphragm on this, so you could stick a wire through or drill bit if it's corroded or clogged up. Same thing, the middle one, there's no diaphragm, and that's there's a tiny little nub sticks down. That's basically where the air is going to go into your tank. So that's how the vent works. And while you're at it, you might as well, this one happens to have a oil cap. They're the same thread, so if you go to premix and you delete your premix, you can keep these as a spare cap. But what you want to check is make sure that this rubber is good, and you can get rubber replacements, or you probably get a whole gas cap for like less than 20 bucks. So it's not a bad idea. You know, these are 30-year-old skis. These rubber parts, replace it so you're not sucking water into the gas, and you want that to have a good seal. So that's how a water separator works. That's how the vent works on a 750 sit down.